wake up.
While we often focus on the more overt behaviors of narcissists, such as their need for admiration and their manipulative tendencies, there are subtler, more bizarre rituals that they engage in. So let's delve into 10 bizarre rituals that only narcissists do and often go unnoticed. Have you ever felt uneasy around someone who seems to notice and comment on the tiniest imperfections, making you overly conscious about your appearance? Narcissists have an uncanny ability to zero in on the smallest details, whether it's a slight wrinkle on their forehead or a minor blemish on someone else's face. This behavior isn't just about vanity, it's a way for them to exert control and elevate themselves by diminishing others. This relentless scrutiny can turn even casual interactions into uncomfortable and stressful experiences. This obsessive focus on minor flaws stems from their intense need to project a perfect image and assert dominance. Narcissists often have deeply fragile self-esteem, and by nitpicking minor imperfections, they divert attention away from their own insecurities and flaws. When they scrutinize others, it serves as a psychological defense mechanism, projecting their internal struggles outward. This tactic not only elevates their self-image, but also keeps those around them feeling insecure and inferior. Ever had someone constantly cut you off and finish your sentences, leaving you feeling frustrated and unheard? Narcissists have an uncanny knack for hijacking conversations. They'll interrupt you mid-sentence, confident that they know exactly what you're going to say next. This behavior reflects a deeper psychological need to assert dominance and control in conversations. By interrupting and finishing others' sentences, they assert their perceived intellectual superiority and undermine the speaker's authority. It's a way to keep the focus on themselves and dictate the flow of conversation, ensuring they remain the center of attention. Have you ever been left speechless by someone who never apologizes, even when they are clearly at fault? This behavior isn't just about being stubborn, it's a reflection of their deep-seated insecurities and need to maintain an image of infallibility. Their unwavering refusal to apologize can turn any interaction into an emotionally exhausting and frustrating ordeal. This refusal to apologize is rooted in their overwhelming need to preserve their self-image and avoid any admission of imperfection. Narcissists often perceive an apology as a direct threat to their ego, fearing that admitting fault would expose their vulnerabilities. By twisting situations and deflecting blame, they protect their fragile self-esteem and reinforce their perceived superiority. This tactic not only shields them from guilt, but also keeps others off balance and questioning their own perceptions. Have you ever been impressed by someone's seemingly incredible achievements, only to find out later that many of them are exaggerated or completely fabricated? Narcissists are masters at inventing accomplishments to bolster their image and gain admiration. Admitting they don't measure up to their own or others' expectations feels like a threat to their self-worth. By fabricating accomplishments, they can maintain the illusion of being exceptional and garner the admiration they crave. When they fabricate accomplishments, it's a projection of their internal battle to feel worthy and significant. Have you ever found yourself lost in a conversation because someone is using overly complex sentences, turning a simple discussion into an intellectual obstacle course? Narcissists often deploy this tactic to appear more intelligent and superior. This behavior isn't just about showing off their vocabulary, it's about asserting dominance and keeping others feeling intellectually inferior. Their penchant for complex language can make interactions feel exhausting and leave you questioning your own understanding. Narcissists often harbor insecurities about their own intellect, and by using complex language, they create a facade of expertise and sophistication. This tactic not only serves to intimidate and confuse others, but also prevents people from challenging their opinions. Ultimately, it's a way to mask their insecurities and reinforce their sense of superiority in social settings. Their use of convoluted language acts as a shield, protecting them from exposure and criticism. Have you ever been baffled by someone who conveniently forgets their own mistakes, but remembers every slight against them with perfect clarity? Narcissists are strategically forgetting their faults and misdeeds to avoid accountability. This behavior isn't just forgetfulness, it's a calculated effort to manipulate the narrative to their advantage. This selective memory can leave you questioning your own sanity. By conveniently forgetting their wrongdoings, they can dodge responsibility and deflect blame onto others. This tactic also serves to gaslight their victims, causing them to doubt their own memories and perceptions. In the narcissist's mind, admitting to any fault would undermine their carefully constructed image of infallibility, so they rewrite history in their favor to maintain control and dominance in their relationships. Have you ever been in a conversation where someone subtly yet unmistakably slips in their latest accomplishments, making it seem like casual chat? Narcissists excel at this, seamlessly incorporating their successes into everyday discussions to ensure they remain the focal point without appearing overtly boastful. It's as if they are conducting their own personal award ceremony, making every conversation an opportunity to highlight their achievements. This clever technique can make interactions feel scripted and self-centered, as they always manage to steer the spotlight back to themselves. By casually dropping their latest achievements or recent adventures into conversations, they create a setting where praise and admiration naturally flow their way. This tactic not only provides them with a regular boost to their ego, but also reinforces their perceived dominance in the social hierarchy. These interactions are carefully crafted to ensure they always appear accomplished and superior, subtly manipulating social dynamics to keep the attention firmly on themselves. Have you ever known someone who meticulously collects tokens of their success, no matter how trivial? Narcissists often engage in the habit of collecting these trophies as physical representations of their accomplishments. This behavior isn't just about reminiscing. It's a strategic way to showcase their superiority and maintain a visible record of their achievements. Their homes, offices, or social media profiles often serve as galleries of their successes, making interactions with them feel like constant reminders of their supposed superiority. This behavior stems from their need to continuously validate their self-worth through external symbols of success. Narcissists often have an inflated sense of their own importance, and by collecting trophies, they create a tangible record of their achievements that constantly reinforces their superiority. These trophies act as physical manifestations of their success, allowing them to subtly boast how others perceive them. By displaying their achievements prominently, they aim to manipulate the narrative, ensuring that their status and accomplishments are always at the forefront of people's minds. Narcissists often engage in mirror gazing, constantly looking at their reflection whenever they get the chance. This behavior isn't just about vanity, it's a way to reassure themselves of their attractiveness and reinforce their self-image. By frequently checking their reflection, they monitor and adjust their appearance to align with their ideal self-image, reflecting their obsession with how others perceive them. This constant need to check their reflection is driven by their deep insecurities and the desire for validation. Narcissists use mirror gazing as a way to maintain control over their appearance and to project confidence and perfection to the outside world. This ritualistic behavior helps them mask their insecurities, as they believe their appearance directly influences how others view them. Narcissists often engage in creating grandiose plans that are ambitious and impressive on the surface. These plans often lack realistic foundations or concrete steps, as the primary goal is not achievement, but the admiration they receive for thinking big. The constant presentation of ambitious ideas allows them to maintain an image of potential greatness without having to deliver actual results. These grandiose plans serve as a distraction from their deeper insecurities and failures. By continuously talking about their big ideas, they reinforce their perceived superiority. If you found this video enlightening, hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more insights into human behavior. Until next time, stay strong and keep shining.